Hi, Larry Lewis, Solution Consultant with Shipwell, and today with me is Troy Simpson, an account executive. Today we're going to provide a high-level overview of load optimization inside of Shipwell's TMS. Inside the Shipwell TMS, we'll do a quick introduction in terms of how orders are consolidated into shipments. We'll talk about the inner workings of the optimization. We'll take a look at the optimization live and in action inside the TMS. We'll talk through some of the features and functions that are available to users when utilizing the algorithm for doing the consolidation. We'll cover off on some of the FAQs, things that we hear from folks like you when demoing and talking about load optimization, and then we'll wrap it up at the end. Starting at the beginning, we created a purpose designed user interface to make it easy for you, your shippers, your planners to go in, upload orders into the TMS via just a spreadsheet, or to have orders come into the TMS via integration. The idea behind the optimization within Shipwell's TMS is to find ways to seamlessly turn orders into shipments without having to require any manual processing or the need for any third-party applications. What's also nice is that it's designed to really drive benefits, meaning that we have the ability to look at different orders and to provide consolidation, build the optimal routes and mode, assign the optimal mode to it, help establish some savings that may be associated with the consolidation, and then also really just driving that operational efficiency. Orders again can come in through file upload, orders can come in through integration, but once they're in the TMS, we can filter those down. So the ability to do filtering on orders based on distribution center, based on a region or geography, based on customers or suppliers, to be able to filter those and then apply those constraints or the optimization rules against those orders to create the consolidation. We can also just multi-select and look at all of the different orders and consolidate as well. A load plan gets generated for all of the consolidations that have been created, so you can view the load plan. You can also go in and manipulate and edit the load plan. And as I mentioned again, we're also creating a baseline. What would it cost if we ran that as a one-to-one? What would it cost if we optimize it, and what's the predicted or projected savings associated with that? And again, the ability for each load plan to create both multi-pick or multi-stops, so the ability to really look across that whole suite or set of orders to find opportunities for consolidation. And then again, being able to edit the load plan after the load has been built. This to me is a huge time savings and benefit, because I don't have to go back and tinker with my constraints. I can simply come in and remove orders or add orders to that load plan. And again, load plans are getting generated as part of the consolidation. So the ability for me to take my orders, do the consolidation, review them inside the TMS, and also to review them just from a PDF load plan sheet perspective as well. And if we pop inside the TMS, this is where we can see where this all happens. So I'm going to go into TMS, get into my production environment here. I have some orders that are in my orders tab, and under my orders, again, I can do filtering. I can filter for a particular set of customers or customer. I can grab a set of suppliers or supplies, a single supplier or multiple suppliers, so different ways. I mentioned I can just also come in here and say I want to select everything and optimize this. So I could now kick off my optimization based on a defined profile. So my optimization 120. So it's going out, it's getting those rates for me. It's looking to establish my baseline. It's going to create the consolidation plan for me. My consolidation plan will have an optimized cost. The variance between my baseline and my optimized cost is that predicted or projected savings. It's now completed the consolidation for me, and now I can go in and review that load plan that's been built. So it took the 32 orders, it did a consolidation, it built it into full trucks, it built it into 6 trucks. As I mentioned, I can come in here and I can view all the details. I could also see those loads on a map as well. I can, as I mentioned, individually review all of these. If everything looks good, I can have the happy path and just create shipments for everything. I can go in and see the 6 orders that are on any of this on this particular load, and I can also drill down into the load as well. From here, I can do things like remove orders or add additional orders that may have dropped throughout the day. I could see what's getting loaded on at the pick, what's getting offloaded at each of my stop locations. If everything looks good and it's that happy path, from here I can just create the shipment. As part of the shipment creation process, I could also automatically apply a routing guide. So really from just a couple of clicks, I can go from orders to consolidated loads to orders that have been consolidated and executed, meaning that I've applied a routing guide, tender that to my carrier, waiting for them to accept, and then to begin that whole track and trace process that will end with the settlement of that eventually. All right, so again, optimization settings are there and available to you. You can do multiple profiles, apply those. What if type load planning is available. We can also pull private fleet from a consideration when doing load planning for you as well. In addition to predicted cost and predicted savings around consolidation, also some load optimizations from a sustainability perspective, empty miles removed from the highway, number of metrics, tons of CO2 that were saved, etc., available to you. I mentioned the FAQ, so just to go through a couple of the questions that we get very often when describing optimization from within the TMS. One is, where do the modeling rates come from? So rather than have you tied to carrier specific rates, what we've done is we've used the DAT 7-day average for dry van and reefer to create your full truckload rates. And on the LTL side, we use the national average or the national nationwide tariff with an applied discount, and you can define that custom discount amount, and then we use that to create that baseline. How are the estimates for arrival times calculated? Configuration parameters like average rate of speed and hours of service are all part of the algorithm. We also have operating hours for the dock side of the house, front of the house, back of the house. We may be open in the front from 9 to 5, but our dock operates from 7 to 3, so that's part of the consideration as well when building the optimal load plans. Not really a question, but one of the challenges we get is, hey, I've got a load planner that can build better loads or believes they can build better loads. For us, we think of this as being a purpose-built user interface that allows you to gain a really true efficiency around that order building, and also a sustainable process for you around load planning. So really, it's there to give you the ability, the flexibility to find opportunities for consolidation, the what if type planning that can be done very quickly on the fly. What if I ran it as a 2-stop, a 3-stop, or a 4-stop, and be able to quickly get the estimated savings associated with that. The model is also dynamic and can instantly route new or different or infrequent lanes. And what if that planner who thinks they can build the better loads goes on vacation or leaves? What then? Again, the design here is a sustainable, future-proofing product that allows you to leverage the technology within the TMS to find the optimal routes or consolidations or load plans for those orders. I mentioned the savings, but again, we're modeling the rates based on that DAT 7-day average, and we're also looking at the nationwide tariff and discounting that for the LTL. So they're not real savings, but they're great in terms of a barometer, be able to provide some information around what's the efficiency beyond just, time efficiency, but some dollars that are associated with the consolidation, and then also the sustainability that's there as well. The ability to look at miles reduction, or empty miles removed, or metric tons of CO2 that have been removed. So all of those are there for you. But really, when we think about savings and optimization, it's the efficiency, the ease of use, and the ability to quickly go in to take orders and consolidate those into loads. And again, maybe 2 or 200 or 2,000 orders, but very quickly go in, grab all of those, filter those down, optimize those, review the results, create shipments, apply workflow automation, and route those out to our carriers. All right, well, that's it. This is the quick wrap up. If you want to learn more, want more information on optimization, please reach out to Troy Simpson. He's the account executive. You can find him at troy@shipwell.com. And I'll say thank you again. My name was Larry Lewis. Have a great day.